Hey, so I just pulled my car over to make a video. My friend is staying with me, so I can't do it inside my condo. And I figured I would take this opportune moment while I'm in the middle of carting a bag of shredded coconut from my mom to her sister, since the old people I'm not allowing to leave their house. I don't trust them to go out and to leave off a mask and gloves. Not that that probably even helps, but I've been being really careful when I go out. So anyway, I'm messengering around and I wanted to take this opportunity. You know, I think it's really easy right now to forget that you are creating your reality. I'm seeing it in my own life. You know, I think my last video maybe was why would we choose a timeline that has Corona? Why would I do that? Because I was thinking, this is like one of those things where I was like, this is one of those things where it really seems like a random event, and it really, this is one of the things that makes it hard for me to believe that I'm actually creating everything. But, it's really funny. I keep seeing the ways that this event is driving the things I want forward. It's contributed to 2 or 3 different things in a way I never could have anticipated. It's contributed to some things, and I expect it will continue to contribute more. I think that this coronavirus event in my world is going to be a pivotal one that actually accelerates getting me to the important things that I have left that I'm trying to create in my life. So that's where I'm at with that. And it gets really easy to forget that, I think. Because it's easy to get distracted and feel like something is happening to you. But I think if you open your eyes, you may be able to interpret how this event is actually possibly happening in your reality to further your goals. That's been the case for me. But anyway, I wanted to just share this thing that happened this morning because it's proof in action, that your mentality, visualization, that stuff works really well on the fly. And so anyway, I'll just tell you what happened. So my friend and I went to a forest preserve this morning to go hike around, and it's been raining here. It's really muddy. I live in the Midwest, and it's the end of March, so it's just like, snowy, and then it was raining, and it's just mud and shit everywhere. So the trail that we were on had puddles, like huge impassable puddles, and I was just wearing like tennis shoes or whatever, gym shoes. And so we had to keep going off the trail and hiking way around it, like maybe, I want to say like we had to go 100 feet out from it, maybe, a couple different occasions to avoid these gigantic muddy areas. And like an idiot, I brought my phone with me. And as we're walking away from the car to like start the hike or whatever, I thought, man, I really should have left my phone in the car. This was dumb. And then I even said to him, oh, I wish I had a zippered pocket. Like, I thought I kind of wedged my phone in so that it was good, but my hiking companion is much, much taller than me. And so he was like I was following in his footsteps, and he was making these big strides. And so I was having to jump over some areas. So of course, at some point I'm like, oh my God, my phone is gone. Obviously fell out of my pocket at one of the times that I jumped, of which there were many. And there was just water everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. When I noticed that I had an initial knee-jerk reaction. I said, can you imagine a fucking worse time to lose your phone than right now? I was really pissed at myself. And then I was like, no. I'm like, we're gonna fucking find it. Which, if you could look at this sea of grassland where we're talking like straw and puddles everywhere, I was just like, dude, we're gonna fucking find it. And when we do, it's gonna be proof that all this mental stuff works. So my hiking companion is a very rational individual, and he's like, we're not leaving without it. I know how I'm gonna find it. We need to just eliminate places that it can't be. And then, so he like went off and did his thing. And I was like, okay, sloth blanket. I remembered my experience, which is the main like trailer for this channel, where I went to find a present for my friend and ended up being this thing where I found the exact present, whatever. I was like, I remembered how I did that. I thought, I'm gonna find my phone and I'm not even gonna look for it. My eyes are just gonna fall on it. I said that a couple times. I stood for about 20 seconds. I closed my eyes. I imagined myself having a conversation with my friend saying, I'm so glad that we found my phone. That would have been crazy if I lost my phone. Had this conversation with him in my head, like, I don't know, couldn't have been more than 20 seconds. Just started walking all around all the places, right? And, you know, I'm sure that you're not in suspense. At one point, I'm just like, man, I really wonder if we're gonna have to leave without it. And I'm just walking along. I kind of started to zone out and think about other things. And I walk right up to my phone on its side. So like up and, you know, the screen was facing down. Oh, and my ringer was off, by the way. So I couldn't even like call it and try to hear it. So it was laying on its sort of like tilted with the screen down in this tall like clump of brush. And my phone cover, whatever, is like light pink. It was like almost the exact color of, like, we would never have found it. I swear to God, if I didn't just walk right up to it. And I'm just like, here it is. I walked right up to it. I literally walked right up to it. I didn't see it off to the side. It was just sitting right in front of me. Like, and my eyes just fell on it. I wasn't even looking for it. I don't know. That was a crazy thing that happened to me this morning. Again, like, I get it. It's not, you know, I didn't like manifest Bradley Cooper to like knock on my door and, you know, propose certain things. But I did find my fucking phone in the middle of a prairie. So I think that was pretty interesting. I think there would have been a good chance of never finding it, especially where it was too, because it wasn't in one of the places that I was jumping around over. It was just sitting in a pile of grass. Oh, and the grass prevented it from going in any water. It was just perfectly fine. Anyway, so that was my little instant fix this morning. I have spent almost 7 days now with this friend of mine whom I have decided is going to marry me. And I gotta tell you, like, it's pretty shocking to me how this whole thing has played out. I'm really not sure how I could have ever predicted that any world event would necessitate he and I being tossed into a living together situation wherein we could both experience how wonderful it is to be around each other for 7 straight days. I am not I'm not somebody who loves to be around another person 24/7 at all. And when he was packing his stuff up to come out here, and especially when he got here with all of his stuff, I had kind of a panic reaction. I was laying on my couch when he was driving out here. I was laying on my couch thinking, what have I done? I'm not going to have any time alone in this condo for God knows how long. Oh my God, what have I done? There hasn't been a single moment where I wished he wasn't there. So that is really strange, unexpected, and wonderful. And it's a good thing that I've read about the different timelines in reality transurfing, how you just have to select the timeline that has everything you want in it. I feel like I've been doing that every day over and over, you know, and what I want to be happening seems to be happening. It's pretty amazing. And so I just wanted to put that out there in the midst of the corona thing. I think if you, by the way, I know of at least one other person for whom this corona thing has advanced some personal creations that were in the works. I really think this is interesting. Again, please leave a comment if you have anything to say about this. I loved it. A bunch of people commented last time that I don't think I've heard from before, and it's really cool. It's really cool to hear what other people are thinking about this and what other people are doing. So I'll leave you with that. I hope everybody's doing awesome. I'll talk to you in a couple days, probably.